So let's take another example. Okay, so here's another example. This time, uh, we are using the same previous example, pero gagamit na tayo ng um, seismic detailing. Okay? Or ito yung tinatawag na ductile detailing. Meron tayong SHL, ASH for parallel to short and parallel to long. So ito yung nasa NSCP 421-4. Okay. So ang ibig sabihin ng parallel to short direction is yung mga itong mga transverse na cross ties. Okay? Ang parallel to long direction, yan naman yung longitudinal ties. Yan. Or parallel sa longest dimension. Next is, ano ang BC? Okay? So you have BC for both directions. So, from our previous lecture, ito, BC, this is parallel to short direction or this one. Okay? So, ang BC, let's take this as BCY is equal to H minus twice of clear cover minus DT. Dito naman, BCX, this is B minus twice of clear cover minus DT. DT is diameter of tie. Ang B, yan yung shorter dimension. Yung H naman is longer dimension. Or this is simply the center to center of the hoops. Okay? So, sample, ganito yon. So, let's say this is the closed ties or hoop ties. Center to center niyan. Ito yung um, this is B, C, Y. Tapos, center to center naman nito, this is B, C, X. Okay? So, let's compute now B, C, X. So, that is equal to, from our given, 470. Okay? So, that is 470 minus twice of clear cover minus diameter of tie. And that will give us 378. Okay? Next, let's compute BCY. So that is 1140. Dito na tayo. 1140 minus twice of clear cover minus diameter of tie will give us 1048. Okay, so yan yun. Next is, for this two cross ties, common ang area gross, common din ang area CH. Now, what is this area CH? Yan yung area bounded by the hoops. Okay? or okay, that is the area bounded by the hoops, including the hoops. Okay, so ito yon. So area gross is simply 470 times 1140, and then area CH, that is the area bounded by the hoops, that is simply like this. That is 1140 minus clear cover times the quantity 470 minus twice of clear cover, and that will give you 4134. Okay, next is we now compute these two conditions for each direction of cross tie. So dito tayo sa ASH, which is parallel to short direction. Now, saan galing yung ASH na yan? Ito yon. Okay? Okay, so we have here two conditions for ASH. So from 421-4, ito ang kanyang equation. For 421-5, ito naman ang equation. Now let's take this as ASH1, and this is ASH2. Same with the parallel to long direction. Ngayon, yung equation na yan, galing yan dito. Okay, so let's say this is your ASH1 and then this is ASH2. This equation is 421-4, and then this equation is 421-5. Okay, so pagtabihin natin. It says here ASH1 is 0.3 times capital S. This is the spacing times BC times F prime C all over FYH times the quantity AG minus ACH minus 1. Remember na ang gagamitin nating S, yan yung spacing sa critical region. Tapos yung BC, yan yung na-compute natin dito. And then, area gross, yan yung na-compute na natin. Tapos meron ding ACH, yan yung area nung let's say core. So, ano ang missing dito sa equation na yan? Yung spacing. Kinuha natin yan dito. Required S1 sa critical region, which is 100. Okay? So, ayan yon. So, this now becomes 0.3 times 100 times BC na 1048 times F prime C, ito yung concrete, divided by 415. Now, let's check your concrete and steel. Ayan. So, concrete is 25 and then rebars is 415. Meron bang sinabing yield stress ng ties dito? Wala. So, we will adapt now the yield stress or yield strength ng rebars. Remember na, ang ibig sabihin ng FYH, this is the FY of ties. Okay? H, ibig sabihin yan probably hoops. Okay, so let's continue. And then in here we have area gross. Ito. Tapos ACH. Ayan. Then minus 1. So you have here 628.06. And then we now compute condition 2. ASH 2. So this is, let's say, ayan. ASH2 is 0.09 times SBC times F prime C all over FYH. Actually, kompleto na yan. So, meron tayong S, tapos BC, tapos F prime C, tsaka 415. You have here 636.38. Next is, computin natin yung required number of ties. For the required number of ties, ito siya. Capital N is equal to ASH divided by area of diameter of tie minus 2. Ano ang i-adapt natin na ASH? Is it ASH1 or ASH2? Okay? So, ang pipiliin nating ASH is the maximum of these two equations. So, mag-govern yung 636.38. So, required number of ties is 5.63. Now, you always have to round this up. So, magiging 6 pieces yan. Kung 5.21, magiging 6 pieces pa rin. Okay, so, anong ibig sabihin niyang 6 pieces na yan? Yan yung number of legs, including the exterior ties. So, 6 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ngayon, ang kailangan natin dyan, yung cross ties. Take note na ang cross ties, yan yung mga nasa loob. So, 6 minus 2, dalawa sa labas, magiging 4 pieces. Ayan. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. Next is, dito naman tayo sa long direction. So, same format. Ang pinagkaiba lang sa longitudinal direction, obviously yung BC, tsaka wala na. Yun lang, BC. So, sa long direction naman, required number of ties is 2.03. This time, hindi pwedeng 2 pieces, kailangan 3 pieces pa rin. Okay, so you will notice na 2.03 parang negligible, no? Pero kailangan mo pa rin ng 1 piece dahil lampas yan ng 350 mm. So let's say 3 pieces. So tatlo, 1, 2, 3. Now this is number of legs, but what we need is the number of cross ties. So if you subtract 2, you have 1 piece na cross tie. Alright. Next is we will now compute the spacing sa critical region. Okay? Sa critical region na. So HX here is 470 minus 2 times 40 minus 2 times 12 minus 32 divided by 2. Bakit siya divided by 2? Take note, we have 2 spaces here. 1, 2 spaces. Next is, dito naman, HX divided by 5 dahil in this direction, para sa short cross ties, you have 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. Okay, so next is i-check natin yung S sub X, okay? S sub X is the spacing at critical region. So, you compute this. Saan galing yung equation na yan? Ang galing yan dito. Okay, so this now becomes 100 plus 350 minus hx. We use substitute 211, magiging 146.35. Now, you compare that 146.45 dito sa equation na yan. It should be greater than 100 and it should be less than 150. So, okay yan. Next, let's check your hx in the this direction. So, divided by 5, lumalabas na 244.8. I-substitute here sa sx, magiging 135. Okay, this time, okay na yung range. It is greater than 100 and less than 150. So, therefore, okay na siya. Next, detailing na tayo. So, it says here, use diameter of tie, stirrups spaced 1 at 50, and at S1, rest at S2. Now, yung diameter of tie natin, remember, is 12 mm. Okay? Tapos, yung number of pieces, saan na natin kukunin yan? Okay. 13 at 100. Yan ay nanggaling saan na galing yan? Dito. Okay? Remember na gumamit tayo ng spacing na 100. So, meron tayong 13 pieces. Next, rest at 150. Saan natin kinuha yung 150 na yan? Yung 150, dito natin kinuha. Okay, sa previous page. This is required S2, spacing beyond critical region. Not this one, but we will use 150. Take note na itong procedure na ito, this is just for the design of cross ties. Okay, ito. So, this now is 4 pieces na cross ties tsaka 1 piece na cross tie. This page is for the design of the spacing, yung 100 tsaka yung 150. This page naman is for the number of cross ties. Okay. Next is, yan na, tapos na. So finally, use 12 mm for 1.5 megapascal hoop ties. Okay, kapag sinabing hoop ties, yan yung enclosing all the rebars with 4 short. Ang ibig sabihin ng 4 short, yan, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 long cross ties. Yan yung isang mahaba. Remember, cross ties means within the hoop ties. Spaced 1 at 50, 13 at 100, rest at 150 on centers to mid-height. Okay, so yung ganitong design is mapapapansin ninyo in the future na masyadong conservative or masyadong malakas, masyadong matapang. Magtataka yung mga steelman, bakit sir, 2-story lang na bahay, ang daming stirrups. E di ang sasabihin nyo, yun ang required ng ng NSCP, yun ang required ng seismic, yan ang kailangan ng building code. Ganun lang kasimple. So that ends our lecture 2. Remember, hit subscribe, like na rin para tres. Joke lang.